Welcome to the biggest little city in the world, Reno, Nevada. Mackey Stadium, home to the Nevada Wolfpack, where we have hit the jackpot responsibly with this matchup. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Rebels' offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Looking for a man. It's Amatova. Good timing on the quick out. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. He'll pull it on the read. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Rebels in the hurry up. Looking to move it through the air. Connection to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll throw it on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You get 5 sacks in a game the way this defense did last week, and it's going to make your offensive coordinator second-guess himself a little bit with respect to protections. I'm not sure how confident this offense is early in the game because they've already given up a sack.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. They're trying to get to him. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. So Nevada's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
The give from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Feeling some heat. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback had flat fitted in a tight window. Fast motion from the offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're working that left side. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
To the air, it's Kane. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big, but you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. To the air, it's Kane. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. The give to the tailback. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. A nice execution by this defense.
Throws to the wideout. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs management. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Dropping back, it's Kane. Just a short pass to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Gets it out quickly. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll go to the ground. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Right back to the well. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal flag in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Tough call to make here. 3rd and 10 from inside your own 5. You just can't afford a mistake. Back to throw. It's Amatova. Pressure got to him. Couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety.
Offside. Defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by defense.
30 short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the left side. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, UNLV. And once he got loose, it was all over. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
First down here for the offense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A first down for the offense. Back to pass, it's Kane. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Looking to throw on second down. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Another incompletion on third down. Nevada will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Line gets set. First down. Running back searching for a hole. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. Caught in the backfield, it's Rousseau. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the ground, he's got it again. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He's looking to throw it. And they got him for the sack.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
To the air. It's Kane. He tries to take the top off. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50-50 balls. And most of the time, I'm going to trust my wide receiver to come down with it. The defensive back said, no, sir.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
How about the effort by the running back? Great job. Listen, it's not an ideal situation, but when you get yourself backed up like that, and it's third in eternity, you put yourself in a bad situation. He almost climbed out of it single-handedly. Nice run, nice effort by the running back.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. First down here for the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Starting to feel a little pressure. Short gain on the play before he slides. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Trying to get to it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Rebels will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback will audible. They'll start this drive with a pass. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Wide out in motion. Back to pass, it's Kane. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third down, he drops to throw. Snags it down the right side. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nevada!
How about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. That's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Rebels will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Let's go. Scanning the field, it's Kane. Got it set up on the outside.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, had on a...
And he can't escape, and down he goes. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense continues to have a great game. Both defenses have played well. These offenses are going to have to change something up, protect their quarterbacks a little bit better.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A strike downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage.
He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Amatova. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they've taken the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Washington is getting stomped right now. I mean, thrown around the field like a salmon at Pike's Fish Market. Just a brutal performance. They're trailing by 31 to Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I don't know about the play call there, guys. 3rd down, they're throwing it behind the line of scrimmage, seeing if this guy can do something once he has it in his hands, but a better job of pursuit and tackling defensively, now setting up 4th.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. To the air, it's Amatova. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And what a drive this has been so far by the defense. Of course, they're in their own end of the field. They're sort of in that fringe area, and they forced 2 straight incompletions. If they could force another one right here and make it really tough on their opponent to kick a field goal.
He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On second down, he'll let it fly. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, they take a sack right down by the goal line, guys, and I think the route concept really didn't help the quarterback out there. Normally, you're thinking this is going to be a quick hitter, get the ball out of his hands fast, but that was a very slow developing route concept. I think that's the biggest reason he got sacked.
Pocket starts to collapse, and the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, it looked bad for a little bit, but how about the defense coming through? Back-to-back sacks. Now it's fourth and goal. Decision time for the offense, but the defense made it really, really difficult getting those negative plays in back-to-back situations.
It's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the...
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond. They
were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement against you.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, Will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going to try to get it himself. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the 1st down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. This Nevada offense really has it going. They'll give it to him again. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Handoff to the single back. Nifty little dance step. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a 1st down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one, running it too? Great push up front.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sidelines, because then you have to justify what happened. And the defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards. Tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, it just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Working that left side now. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down.
The give to the back. At midfield, he's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on it.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Moves away as he feels pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Back to throw, it's Amatova. Wide open downfield. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Nevada.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. going to have to throw for it. And the ball is picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wilson will throw. Fires one high and deep. Snags it on the right. He's off to the races. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Nevada.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off by going up top. 81 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the 1st down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
It's now 2nd down.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw. It's Amatova. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time. We got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up fourth down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. He's going to pass. Time to take a shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
One last incompletion, and that'll do it.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means